Alright, so what's going on, folks? Well, I'm just going to do a real simple video here of some kayak rigging.
I'm a whiskey drinking SOB. If you don't like that, then you won't like me. I'm an outlaw. I said I'm an outlaw.
So my last video where I actually took and put the kayak in the water, I ran into some issues with basically my YouTube footage wasn't going to be all that great because you were going to stare at my hands and my arms with a chest mount. So I've been thinking about it a day or so, and I've come up with an idea. I'm going to take a PVC pipe. It's 1 inch. You can see it standing up here in the picture. And I'm going to mount it off my yak crate on my left hand side because I'm right-handed, so this way it won't affect my swing or anything like that. I'm going to mount it off of there. I'm not going to mount it with that clip. I'm actually going to mount it with zip ties. But basically that's what we're looking at. Of course, that's going to be way too long for what we're going to go for. The whole idea is I'm going to cut this piece of PVC pipe down to basically just over the top of my shoulder. So what we're going to do here is I've got a regular old little GoPro mount. It's for a swivel, like a tripod or something like that. It's got a hole in the bottom of it, which is a 1/4 20. And then we've got our 1 inch PVC pipe. And I bought a flat topped plug. Let's see if I can get it out of there. I can't, but you'll see it in the next clip when I'm getting ready to drill the hole in it for it. But this is a flat top plug for a 3/4 inch, and it's threaded. So the threads allow it to fit in there tightly. And once I get the bolt in it, I'm just basically gonna push this down in there, and that should pretty much keep it from wandering off. So let me get set up, and I'll show you where I'm gonna drill a hole and so on and so forth, and we'll get this piece going on here. Okay, and here we are. We got all our stuff laid out. This is our plug that we were talking about. I put a black dot on it to show where we're going to drill the hole. It's just basically a 3/4 inch flat plug, threaded. Like I said, with this being a 1 inch pipe, the inside ID on it is just a little under where the threads are. So you can wedge it down in there and get it sealed up nice and clean. Got a pair of pliers to hold this with while I'm drilling it, safety first. And a 1/4 inch drill bit chucked up in our drill. So I've got no way of holding the here's our 1/4 inch bolt. Did a stainless bolt, so that way we don't have to worry about rust or anything like that. But like I said, I've got no way of holding the camera while I'm drilling this, so I'm going to go ahead and drill it and turn the camera back on and show you the mount and so on and so forth. So here we go. Here's our plug with the hole drilled in it. It's a little bit offset from where I wanted it at. The bolt is sitting crooked because I've got a lock washer under it on the other side. As you can see inside of there, I got flat washer and lock washer, so that way when you pull the mount down nice and tight, it'll hold everything in place. So let me get that screwed on and we'll go from there. Here's our mount, all mounted up on the cap. I had to stack a couple of extra washers up in there because that was the shortest bolt I could buy, which was a 1/2 inch, and it didn't line up right. So I stacked a couple of extra washers to give us the right depth, and just basically reached down in there with a 7/16 socket and tightened it up. So there's that and that. Now we're going to take our PVC pipe up here like this. See if I can hold all of this where y'all can see it. And we're just going to put our plug down inside of there. For right now, I'm not going to push it all the way down, just in case I need to move some stuff around and do stuff like that. But basically, there's our mount. And GoPro just mounts on top of there. This stands up in the kayak, like so. And we'll get a chance to see what it looks like. So give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and clamp it back in the kayak and see where we get. I used my second GoPro as kind of a mock-up piece here, and so there's what we're going to get. Basically allows us to be able to rotate up and down. If I don't pull my zip ties too tight, I should be able to rotate it left and right as to where I need the view to look. And of course, like I said already, it's way too high. Well, I guess turning the camera sideways like that probably wasn't too cool, but anyways, it's way too high. So I'm going to cut it down probably, oh hell, 4 feet or so. 3 feet, something like that. Haven't decided yet. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a helper, get them to come out and help me decide how high I need it with me sitting in the kayak, and basically we'll go from there on cutting it down. So let me get that all figured out, and we'll get this thing cut down and mocked up again and be pretty much ready to roll. Show you the finished product. Alright, so I didn't have a helper to give me a hand, so I just kind of eyeballed it. I got in the yak, reached over my shoulder and marked it. Came out at 31, so I cut it at 32 just to be on the even side. And we still got a piece over here. We still got this other piece over here that's a little bit shorter, so we can either trim the other one down, the original one down, and make it a little bit shorter if need be, or we can use this guy that's a couple inches shorter. So that's basically the idea. And then, like I said, I'm just going to zip tie that up somewhere right here to my yak crate. I might drill holes in my crate. I might just use the existing holes. Don't really know. And of course, I'm going to paint it black so it doesn't just look like a random piece of PVC pipe sticking up out of my yak. And that should basically give you a full... I'm mounted on the side of the stick, so that should give you that kind of view basically of what's going on. You should be able to see what I'm catching, etc. Should be able to see how I'm fishing. And then of course we'll have the GoPro up here on the front on this particular mount to you know, show off fish and talk to the camera, etc. with me on camera. So that should all work out pretty good. That's basically the end of it. All we used, again, and I'll put this down in the description, is just a 1-inch piece of PVC pipe, a 3/4 inch threaded flat topped plug, the mount for the GoPro that came off of the little tripod piece that I had for my GoPro, and a 1/4 bolt, a couple of washers. So pretty simple, pretty easy, extremely cheap. I know they sell a, what is it called, a monopod that's extendable and this, that, and the other, like at Walmart for like 25 bucks. But honestly, I got like 10 bucks, if 10 bucks, $5 in this thing. So, you know, that's kind of the reason I figured I'd talk about it. Plus, I don't ever buy anything, man. I build everything. So, you know, why am I going to spend $25 for something that I can build for less than 10? Is basically the way I look at it. So, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps somebody out and they can go and build their own little monopod stand for their kayak. So anyways, pretty simple, pretty easy. Thanks guys for watching. Check out these other videos and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks.